The finale of WandaVision is finally here, so today we're going to talk about the episode with all of the spoilers. So let's get started. Welcome, movie watchers. Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming videos. Last week on WandaVision, Agatha took Wanda in the past and showed her all of her memories and what led to her creating Westview. We got Wanda with her family and why she loves sitcoms. And at the end of this episode, the first time she was referenced as the Scarlet Witch, and Agatha wants all of her powers. This episode started off right away. It picked up after the end of episode 8. Agatha has both of the kids on her kind of like leash, of her magical leash, and Wanda and her kind of duke it out. But we can't forget about the other version of Vision from the end of episode 8. He comes along and starts fighting alongside Vision. And for a while, Paul Bettany was saying there's one big actor he's always wanted to work with, and it's himself. Kind of found that to be a little bit disappointing. But this was a solid episode. It wrapped up the story of Scarlet Witch very well. She was the one who created everything in Westview, from Vision to even her kids. She created Vision because she has part of the Mind Stone within her, which I thought was pretty cool. But she was able to accept the fact that she had to get rid of Vision and her kids. I thought the kids would be able to stay with her after Westview would be destroyed, but not. And so we have a really touching ending to the series. And one thing I was hoping for with this episode is the fact that this closure for her, and we do get that with very emotional moments of her and Vision talking to each other. And he wants to see her for one last time, and they'll say hi again in the future. There's a lot of loose ties that the show had to kind of wrap up with Monica and Darcy and Jimmy and Hayward. There's a lot going on in the beginning of this episode, and it starts off right away with so much action in the beginning of the episode. Felt like it was the climax, the end of the episode. I was like wondering what's going to happen towards the end of the episode. The action's okay. I think it's pretty decent. Not some of the best for the MCU. It's a little bit clunky at times. I feel like there was certain storylines that just kind of wrapped up in not the most satisfying way, especially the other version of Vision. And other characters were just kind of there and really didn't do much for this episode, like Monica and Darcy and Jimmy. But it really focused on Agatha and Wanda, and Agatha Harkness was great in this episode. Catherine Hahn is so good, but she's awesome in this episode. She's really able to manipulate the story and the characters, and she wants all of the powers for herself. And she says that, if you give me all your powers, I'll be able to have Westview for you still, and you'll have your husband and your kids as well. And she tries to give her all of her powers, but when Agatha tries to use the powers against her, she realizes that throughout Westview is the runes, and so Agatha is not able to use the powers. And I thought that was a clever trick from Wanda, and it led to Wanda putting Agatha in her own little realm, and she's not able to be Agatha Harkness anymore. She's just Agnes. And so this story wrapped up a lot of Wanda's storyline with Agnes' storyline, Vision and her kids. I was a little bit disappointed that we probably might not be able to get to see the kids again. I had all these theories with Mephisto. I thought maybe John Krasinski would be in here as Reed Richards. X-Men characters. I was pretty disappointed what they did with Pietro, the fake Pietro. Kind of funny moments in here. I have my own theories, and I know the director came out and said that you might be disappointed with your theories going into the episode because there's so many different theories going on that things might not happen. And so I was disappointed with my own theories, but I still think that this episode was very solid. Delivered on that emotional moment towards the end, some of the best for Marvel in terms of those tear-jerking scenes. Some of the action was kind of wonky in the beginning of the episode, but it did a good job of closing up her story and wrapping up her time in Westview. There are two end credit scenes, one with Monica, and it revealed that someone in the team with Jimmy is a friend of her mom's, and she is a Skrull, and she wants to take Monica up to see Nick Fury. Honestly, I'm kind of tired of seeing Skrulls. They were good in Captain Marvel, but if everything's just going to be a Skrull, it's not going to be working as much as it used to with other times they've used it. I think what was Far From Home, they used it. So I hope that they don't continue to do this. The other one was revealed that Wanda is living alone, and she goes into the kitchen, and then in the other room is Wanda sitting and flipping through a book, kind of like Doctor Strange does, and she hears her kids screaming for help. I think she's probably scanning through multiple different universes to see where her kids might be, so she can code to that universe, which may lead into the multiverse movie from Doctor Strange. So that's my theory with that one. But I think that was a cool way to end the episode and still lead Wanda's story. I like the costume for Scarlet Witch. It looks great. And she became such a confident character. She was able to deal with all of her emotions in the end of the episode, which was a solid arc for Wanda in the episode. So overall, this was a really good episode. Disappointed in my own fan theories, but I still think what they gave me was awesome. Some of the action scenes in the beginning were decent. They were kind of just all over the place. And a lot of different storylines were going on in the beginning as well. And then it kind of slowed down toward the middle half and end to really focus on Agatha and Wanda, and then Wanda and her family to end the episode. I'm super happy with the series. I was truly invested in it from beginning to end. I really hope that Falcon and Winter Soldier and Loki and everything else will be just as good. I'm worried because this was so mysterious and so gripping that I can't see the other series being just like this, where every single episode I want to know what's going to happen next, because they always left it on a cliffhanger, and so I'm curious to see what they're going to do next with Captain Marvel. I'm curious to see what they're going to do next with the other shows. I'm going to go ahead and give this episode of WandaVision a B+. Thank you guys for your review for WandaVision episode 9. Have you guys seen it? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. And stay tuned for more up and coming MCU series reviews. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy too.